As we come to the end of another year, it calls us to consider the lives that we have lived. Socrates put it this way: the unexamined life is not worth living. Biblical writers like Paul in 2 Corinthians 13 and verse 5 shared this instruction to the church. He said, "Examine yourselves to see whether you are in the faith. Test yourselves. Or do you not realize this about yourself, that Jesus is in you, unless indeed you fail to meet the tests?" The prophet Jeremiah was a little more passionate in his words in examining your life. Lamentations 3 and verse 40, where he said, "Let us test and examine our ways and return to the Lord." Each one of these inspired or uninspired writers identifies the need of all of us to take a closer look at our lives from time to time. So to help that process, I've come up with just a few questions that I ask myself at the end of a year. I ask myself, am I closer or farther away from God today than I was? What have I chosen to remove from my life? And if I have not chosen to remove anything from my life, then what should I remove from my life? The counterpart to that question is, what am I adding to my life? Especially since I'm walking with Christ, what am I adding to my life? And if I have not chosen anything to add, what should I add to my life? What have I spent the greater part of my time on? And does it have long-term, or even better, eternal consequences? Outside of my circle of friends and family, how many lives have I touched in a meaningful way? And what have I done to better myself this year in each of these categories? Physically, spiritually, emotionally, and intellectually. I have found that my spiritual life, as I prayerfully go hand in hand with the Holy Spirit, has been enhanced and blessed by asking myself these questions from time to time. Doesn't have to be at the end of the year. You could choose any time of the year to examine yourself to see if you are walking closer and closer and closer to Christ each day. May the Lord bless you.